All right. Thank you so much. There's a little bit of a delay, so I'm not sure what's going on there, but looking good, sounding good. That's what we want. Hey, Carrie, how you doing? You don't want to come in here with me? All right. Looking good, sounding good. That's what we want. We're just gonna give it a few minutes. Audio and video are good. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. No, she said no. All right, we're just going to give it, like I said, a few minutes. We'll let people get in here, get settled in. I had a little bit of a snafu. This is only the second time I've ever gone live on YouTube. The first time we did this, my wife Carrie and I, we sat down in our basement and live streamed the 1000K sub video. And I'm a big dummy. I made a link to the live chat or to the live feed, and I made it via my phone. So when you do a live stream on YouTube, you have to choose whether you do it on a webcam or whether you do it on your phone. And like a dummy, I set it up on my phone. I use my phone to set it up, and that automatically defaults to your phone. And so when I went to log in, I was like, "All right, I'm ready to go," and it wasn't there. So I was kind of scrambling last minute to get everything set up, but I think we're good now. We've got a couple people showing up. That's awesome. Thank you so much. If you're here, give me a shout. Let me know who you are, where you're from. Leave it in the chat section. Leave it in the chat section. Let me know that you're here, where you're from, all that good stuff. And we're just going to hang out for a few minutes and let everything get settled. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. All right. So Salvador, what leave me a in the chat section there if you're still here, buddy. Let me tell me what the weather's like where you're at right now. What do you guys got going on over in Missouri? So today here, it was pretty chilly, 60 degrees. We got, I don't know, probably half an inch of rain yesterday. Yesterday it just rained and rained and rained. We needed it, but it was really nice. So Salvador, let me know what the weather's like there. At our first freeze of the season. Oh wow, awesome. Yeah, we haven't had a freeze here. I was looking at the weather forecast later in the week, and I made a irrigation winterization video a couple weeks ago, and I actually turned the system back on, and I'm going to end up having to redo it because I was looking at the forecast. We're supposed to dip down maybe 30, 32 degrees one day next week, and it's not worth the risk of losing, having something pop. So he said possible snow. Ooh, yeah. We're it'll be, I think here next week it'll be in the mid 60s, one day maybe in the 70s, and then it's going to dip down below freezing. So yeah, it's time to start shutting her down. That's for sure. Possible snow. Yeah, I don't want We might get snow this year. Typically, we don't get it until maybe mid late December, early January. Here in North Carolina, we've even had snow back up into March sometimes. That's usually when we get our biggest snow is in March. So better you than me, buddy. That's for sure. Thank you for commenting there. So for those of you, I know we've got a couple people here that are in the room that are live, which is awesome. So glad to have you. Thank you so much for being part of the live stream. You know, streaming live is completely different than doing the videos. I said this the last time we went live. The one thing about going live is I can't get rid of all my ums and ahs, and so it's just it's a little bit different. When you guys see me on the videos, I get to edit all that mess out, and you guys don't see it. But when you're live, it's right here. There's nothing. There's no way to hide behind it. So just be patient with me. We're doing the best we can to get through this. We're gonna have fun. Uh, I've got a little bit of agenda. We're going to talk about a few things, but I do want to mention, if you are live in the chat section, let me know who you are, where you're from. Greatly appreciate it. And then for those of you that will see this after the live, after we finish here, I'll post this video. Make sure you leave a comment there as well. I'll love to connect with you. Even, not everybody was able to join the live stream. So for those of you that weren't able to be on live, leave me a comment. Love to meet you and chat with you, and hate that you missed the live stream. So while we're still kind of waiting on things to get going here, I do want to let everybody know, and I put out a post about this earlier in the week. Yeah, um, I have a Facebook page, and I'm on Instagram as well. So if you guys are not subscribed to, you don't follow me on Instagram, that I like to post a lot of more personal stuff, maybe some funny memes, that kind of thing. It's a little bit different side. I like to just kind of take photos of the lawn and things that I see. Or so if you want to follow me a little bit somewhere a little bit different other than the YouTube thing, feel free to reach out and follow me on Instagram. I'd love to see you over there. Again, post a lot of more personal stuff, things that go on, things that, if I'm at my kids' ball games, things like that. I just want to share that with you guys. Date nights with the wife, all that kind of stuff, kind of show off the food. You guys know I'm a chef, so I love food. I love showing off food. And then I also have a private Facebook page called the DIY Lawn Coach Group that I would love for you guys to join. So if you're on Facebook and you want to be part of the group, super easy to sign up. There's a form that you'll have to fill out. Just answer a few questions as far as what your grass type is, all that kind of stuff. And really that is just there to help kind of weed out some of the riffraff. We get a lot of spammers, and I just want to kind of keep that clean for you guys, so you're not getting bombarded with all that stuff. So fill out the form, quick and easy approval process. We'll get you signed up, and then you become part of the group. It's a great way to connect with me, a great way to connect with other people, have a cool season lawn, want to ask a question, want to take a picture, having that group. If you're seeing something in the lawn, you're like, hey, what is that? I don't, I need some help. What are your advice? Whatever it is, just that's a great way to do that through that. And also there's other people in the community as well that will help answer that question. So invited to the private Facebook group, and then also follow me on Instagram too. So we've had a couple people kind of bouncing in and out. So let's talk about something here. Hey Greg, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Man, Greg, you're awesome. Greg's been with me since the very beginning. I know Greg used to watch some of my beginning videos, and I'll be perfectly honest, they're hard to watch. So for Greg to be around from the very beginning, man, I really appreciate it. You are awesome. And I've went back and watched some of those first couple of videos, and yeah, they're tough. But Greg's been there with me from the beginning. So Greg, thank you so much for being here. So again, we got a couple more people rolling in. So if you're new, leave me a chat. Tell me who you are. Introduce yourself. Also, let me know where you're from. I just Salvador let me know that they're going to get some snow over there. So if you want to tell me what the weather's like there, that'd be awesome. Love to know where you guys are and kind of what's going on. Salvador said that there's going to be some snow possibly. Gosh, I'm not ready for snow, but you know, let's see. All right. So while we're still waiting on people to kind of come in, let's talk about winterizing your lawn a little bit. I just want to kind of talk a little bit about that because uh, I see a lot of people in the comment section are asking, and then the question they ask is, "Am I too late to winterize my lawn?" Let's see. Oh, we got another chat here. Let's see. South New Jersey, getting down to freezing now. Have to blow out the sprinkler this weekend. Yeah, Greg, that's what I was saying earlier. I'm going to end up having to do that as well. I made the video a couple weeks ago about how to winterize your irrigation system, but yeah, we're going to get down into the 30s next week, and yeah, it's not worth getting having some busted pipes over that freezing weather. So stay warm. I mean, it took a while for fall to get here. It took a while, but it's here, and I think it's here to stay. It's kind of nice. Thanksgiving's coming up in a couple weeks, so it should start feeling cold, right? That's kind of what it is. But winterizing your lawn, Greg, you're probably going to get ready to start winterizing your lawn, especially if you get that first freeze. But I'm seeing that a lot in the chat section. I'm seeing that on forums. I'm seeing that on Facebook. Everybody seems to be asking, "Am I too late?" And the answer is no. You're not too late, because the ground's not frozen. Most of us across the country don't have snow yet, so I'd much rather you be early with your application, especially your winterizer, right? That last application that you're going to make of fertilizer for the year. Yeah, it's better to get it down early than then you get snow and the ground starts to freeze. So no, most people are asking, "Hey, am I too late?" No, probably not. I definitely go ahead and get it down. And Greg, you definitely fit right in that category right there. A FERT ban. It starts 11:15. I didn't even know that. I mean, I know Florida. The lawn care nut. Of course, he makes it pretty apparent they have a Florida fertilizer ban. But Greg, I didn't even know that they had a fertilizer ban in for cold weather. I guess that's just because the ground freezes, and I guess they don't want people applying fertilizer. I imagine that's what that is. So yeah, love to know that. Yeah, I had to throw it down earlier this week. Yeah, just to get it all down because you don't want to, you know, get it down before the weather freezes. So today was the last day. Awesome. So, winterizing your lawn, it's honestly one of the probably the most important steps that most people kind of overlook or people don't think about is that last application because it really does make a huge difference in the lawn going into spring. I know my lawn will be one of the very first to green up in the springtime. So super important to have that winterizer application done. All right. Something else I want to talk about too is leaves. Here leaves are really starting to come off the trees. I've mowed a couple times now, trying to keep the leaves up off the lawn. Super important. I mentioned this in previous videos. Daylight is not a whole lot of it to be had right now, and so if leaves are covering the ground, then you're really limiting the opportunity that sunlight has to get to the grass. So you definitely want to get those leaves up. Not to mention, I've mentioned this before, but they hold water. They're shading out the ground. Can harbor fungus, things like that. So just get them up, mulch them. If you got your leaves are too thick and you need to get them up, certainly rake them up, but you don't have to get them up with a backpack blower or put them in a trash can. You can just mulch them is another great thing to do. But leaves, man, here in North Carolina, man, leaves are just they're out of control right now. And I want to talk about a little bit about snow on the lawn too. I'm going to make uh, a podcast that'll release and Sunday actually. I'm talking about snow on the lawn, and we don't get a whole lot of snow here. Maybe 3, 4 times a year we might get snow. We might go we might go an entire season without any snow, but we might go. We might get 3 or 4 snows during the year, but the thing they say about North Carolina is if you don't like the weather, just wait till tomorrow. It it could be 70 degrees one day, and then the next day we could get an inch of snow, and then later that afternoon it'll all melt. So it's really really nice because we don't have to deal with a lot of snow. Unfortunately, people don't know how to drive in it either, but it is what it is. But snow on the lawn, we because we don't get a lot of snow, a lot of people kind of freak out about snow on the lawn here. Uh, you know, I guess the biggest piece of advice I would give you is obviously don't try to get the snow up off the lawn. Let it be. Snow is kind of acts as a blanket for our lawns, and so it help protect it from the cold. Not to mention, the because it is so cold, the grass could potentially dry out. So having the snow on the lawn will help keep it keep the moisture in the ground. So if you guys got a question, I see a couple people bouncing in and out of the room here. So glad to have you. So glad to do the live stream. It's something that I wanted to do for a couple weeks, but things have just been really busy for me personally. And gosh, with the time change, I don't know about you guys, but this time change is kicking my butt. Coming home from work at 5 o'clock, and then it's dark by 5:30. I'm ready to put the PJs on and go to bed by 6:30. It is awful. I wish there was something we could do about changing this time, but it stinks. But it is what it is. Things are really busy, and so I've been wanting to get on here and do the live thing for a while, but I just haven't had time. And I was actually going to do it a couple weeks ago, but you know, thought I'd do it tonight and have fun with you guys. So if you are new and you're bouncing in and out, leave me a comment. Let me know who you are, where you're from. Love to have you. Um, I do have a little bit of a special announcement I'm going to make towards the end of the evening. Kind of excited about it, if I'm being honest. But for those of you that follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you probably already know what I'm going to say. Greg, if you're still here, this probably is not going to be a big surprise to you because I know you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, and so this is not going to be a huge surprise for you. All right. Again, if you guys got a question, let me know. Love to answer that down in the chat section. It's always hard, do you go live on Friday night? Do you go live on Saturday? What's people's schedules like? You just never know. I do want to show you guys something too that just came in the mail. Let's see what you guys think. And for those of you that you guys know, I have lawn plans for sale. Of course, that's a digital download, so you don't get anything hard mailed to you. But I did have these made. How about that? Isn't that cool? So this is a DIY lawn coach sticker. I'm gonna put these for sale on my website, or if you buy a hat, I'll give you one of those. I'll throw one of those in for free. So thought that was pretty cool. Got some DIY lawn coach stickers, which is kind of exciting. So I put one up here on my little thing here. Again, guys, got a question, leave it down below. Love to chat with you. Let me know where you're from, who you are. I'd love to introduce yourself to me. I'd like to say hello. I do want to say that I don't know if you guys know this, but I am a chef. And so I have a really special video that I'm working on from a cooking standpoint. I've had a couple people reach out once they found out that I was a chef, that they wanted some cooking tips. So I'll be happy to share that with you. Thanksgiving's coming right around the corner. So who knows? It might be something related, Thanksgiving related. Love Thanksgiving. Yeah, Greg. Yep, sure am. Yep. So I just to tell you a little bit about that too. So I went to culinary school in Charleston, South Carolina. Graduated with a 2-year culinary degree. I got out of high. I got out of college and worked as an internship at a country club. And we actually did a senior PGA Tour event every year, which is actually where I met my beautiful wife. As cliche as it is, she was a server and I was the chef. I think you'd only that's kind of like a Hollywood thing, right? But yeah, graduated from Johnson and Wales, went to work at this country club, and while I was in Charleston, I worked for a cruise ship down there. I worked spent mostly in caterings, hotels, and that sort of thing. That's just what I like. I did the restaurant thing for a while, and if you guys know anything about being in the restaurant business, it is extremely tough. It's a hard job. Nights, weekends, holidays. If you've ever waited tables, I think everybody in their life should have to wait tables. Uh, it would give you a much better appreciation for the hard work that those guys do, and you'd probably tip a little bit better too. Carrie, if you're still here, I know you agree with me on that. Being a server is hard. The restaurant industry as a whole is a very tough industry. There's not a lot of money. People don't make a lot of money in the restaurant industry. They work very hard, um, and I miss it. I'll be perfectly honest. Being a chef. I mean, I know I went to culinary school, and I'm not in a kitchen today. I do something else. And the main reason just because it's hard. It's a hard lifestyle to work every night, every weekend, every holiday. And so, I wanted to get out of the kitchen. Now I still use my culinary degree with what I do for my job, but man, being a chef, I miss it. It's the camaraderie. It's nothing like the TV shows. I hate those stupid TV shows. They're just that's not really what happens. But yeah, I think everybody should have to be a server at least once in their life you know to know how hard that job is and how ungrateful people can be, and how, again, like I said, you tip a whole lot better. So yeah, so I'm a chef, and so I'm gonna give you guys some cooking tips. I know it's not lawn related, but here we are. It's the middle. It's kind of getting in towards winter, and so I just gives you guys something to think about. Get back in the kitchen. Give you guys some cooking tips, along with being the lawn guy as well. So again, if you guys are new to the chat, new to the video, you just signed on, leave me a comment down below. Let me know who you are, where you're from, introduce yourself. Love to say hello, introduce you to the group. You know, live streaming is hard. I said that in the beginning of this. It's hard to do. Um, yeah, you can't edit everything out, but we're gonna have fun with it. I think the last time I told this in the beginning, the last time we went live was that 1,000K sub video, which was a lot of fun. We gave away all those prizes, and I heard back from a couple of people, and it was awesome. I mean, it was so awesome to be able to give away those prizes. That was a lot of fun that night. All right. So you guys got any questions for me? Leave that in the comment section. If not, I'm going to probably just kind of wrap this up. Unless you guys have anything, any topics you want to cover, any questions you might have. I just wanted to hang out with you guys, give you an opportunity to kind of interact with me a little bit. Again, as I mentioned, I have a Facebook page that I'd love for you guys to join. It's the DIY Lawn Coach Group.com, not .com, DIY Lawn Coach Group. Um, .com is my website. Sorry. And so I'd love for you to join me there. Ask questions, post pictures of your lawn. It's a great way to interact with the community. I also have an Instagram page. Love for you guys to join me there. Share a little bit more personal stuff, but love for you to join me. So the special announcement that I have for tonight before we wrap this thing up is something I'm very excited about. And if you've been following me on Facebook, Instagram, again, this is probably no surprise, but this Sunday I am launching a podcast series called Lawns and Life. And I'm super excited to kind of do this podcasting thing. Uh, Podcasting for me is a lot of fun because I get to kind of have a little bit longer form content. I get to go a little bit deeper, kind of give you some inside baseball a little bit. And so I really enjoy podcasting. I enjoy personally listening to podcasts. I love to take my dog Otis on a walk on Saturday mornings and put on a podcast and just listen. I love that. Some of the most popular podcasters out there, of course, Joe Rogan, things like that. I mean, I just love listening to people. So maybe one day we'll get some guests on. Who knows where this thing goes? But I am launching a new podcast series called Lawns and Life. And it's going to be kind of a mix of talking about lawn care. We're gonna dive into maybe some very serious lawn care topics, things like fungicides and pest control and just kind of more in-depth things. But I don't want to get too serious. I want to focus too on life as well. As you guys see, I have my Duke hoodie on. I'm a huge Duke fan. So pulling for them against Wingate tomorrow. So we'll talk sports, we'll talk life, we'll talk just, kind of get through the winter together. When we don't have the lawns, there's not a whole lot going on in the lawn. And I'm not one of those people that when I make videos that I want to just show you guys an update of the lawn every week. I'm not going to do that. I don't enjoy doing that. So when I make a video, I want it to mean something to you guys. And as things are slowing down, again, I mentioned this daylight hours are limited. So the fact that, I can't really do much in the lawn past 5:30 because it's dark. So that kind of lends itself. And then that's why I'm doing this podcast thing. So that's going to be every Sunday. I'm going to release the podcast every Sunday at 7 p.m. So make sure you hit that bell icon to make sure that you don't miss it when I do, when I post that. But awesome. I'm so excited to have that podcast series. If you have a topic that you want me to cover, or there's something in particular that you want me to look into, feel free to, leave me a comment, shoot me an email. I get a lot of people that email me questions, and honestly, that's where I get a lot of my content from, is seeing what people are wanting or needing. And that's what I'm here for. Had somebody reach out today on Facebook about POA. He was having some problems with POA Triv, and I was able to send him the video that I made just last week on POA Triv, the difference between POA Annual and POA Triv, and he was like, "This is awesome. This is exactly what I need." And truth be told, that's why I have this YouTube channel, is to help people. And so the fact that I helped that person, with something in his lawn, something that he was unsure about, was awesome. And that's why I do it. That's why I take the time, you know. So I really need the feedback from you guys. And again, super excited to have this podcast. It's going to be a lot of fun. I like the editing of a podcast. I like the format. Hopefully you guys like it too. I don't necessarily get the views that I get when I post a video, but again, that's not why I'm doing it. I'm doing it to help somebody. And so as long as there's somebody out there who gains something from it, that's what I'm going to continue to do. So again, before we sign off here tonight, if you will, let me know who you are. Let me know where you're from. Even if you watch this after the fact, make sure you leave me a comment. Go check out my Facebook page, the DIY Lawn Coach group, and then also follow me on Instagram as well. If you guys don't have anything else, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to go spend some time with my family tonight. We might watch a movie or something. So, hope you guys have a great weekend. Look for the new podcast that's coming out this Sunday at 7 and every Sunday going forward. Thank you guys so much. As always, and I'm going to do it like I always do. My name is Devin. I'm the DIY Lawn Coach, and I can't wait to see you in the lawn. Peace. Oh no, Todd. Todd, you got on. Hang on, I'm still here. Todd, I got on. Todd, I was just telling him about you, actually, man. So we're gonna. Hopefully, you guys are still here. I was just telling him about you, Todd. That you had. I had saw your post on Facebook, and you were having some trouble with Poa Annual and Poa Triv, and I was just saying that you're the exact reason why I make my videos, and it was so awesome that I saw your comment, and then I decided to send you a link to my video, and it helped you. And I was just saying that's exactly why I started this channel, was to help people. And so, Todd, make sure you look up the DIY Lawn Coach group on Facebook as well. It's very similar to that lawn care group. We're just the Lawn Care Nut group. We're just a lot smaller. I think I've only got like 25, maybe 30 people there. So please go over, sign up. I have an Instagram page as well. Would love for you to follow me over there, Todd, as well. I'm glad that you got on here tonight. Thank you. But yeah, you'll have to go back and watch the video. Again, I'm not a huge channel. I don't have, I think I have like 1,500 followers. And again, followers are not why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I want to help somebody exactly like Todd. So I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Again, like I said, I'm going to sign off, go spend some time with my family, probably watch a movie or something. So as I always say in all my videos, let's try this again. My name is Devin. I'm the DIY lawn coach, and I can't wait to see you in the lawn. Peace.